Hi, it's Rachel. In this video, we will be reviewing what is included in transaction details. When you first log into the system, you'll be brought to this dashboard. Please note that if you are looking for the transaction details of a recent transaction, you can click on the description of the transaction on the Quick Stats page under the Recently Created Transactions section. To review transaction details, you will need to navigate to the Status section. To get there, click on Reports, then Status. That will bring you to the Status page. The Status page will allow you to review statuses of transactions like the Quick Stats on the dashboard, but you can search for specific criteria of transactions and download reports of your search. Once you finalize your search criteria, click on the Search Transactions button to see your results. You can see specific transaction details by clicking on the transaction's description. In this view, you will see the status of the transaction and options to go back to the status search page, download the evidence package, refresh the transaction data, print the page you are on, and a help icon. Depending on the status of the transaction, you will see one of the options in the status bar: cancel transaction, void transaction, or unvoid transaction. The Transactions tab includes details such as identifiers, status, behaviors, created by. Next, we will review the Documents tab. This includes information on the documents in the transaction and the tasks associated with the documents. Clicking on the document ID will bring you to the section of the report for that specific document. Clicking on the title of the document will automatically download a copy of the document in its current state. You will also see the status of the document and options to download a current version, an unlocked version, the source document, a TIFF version, and a copy. Other options seen include Verify the document, which will bring you to the document verification screen, and an option to void or unvoid the document. Please note you may not see all download options depending upon the status of the document. The Participants tab includes information on the participants in the transaction and the tasks associated with them. You will also see the status of the participant and their links tasked. If the status is pending, you will see options to edit the participant and resend the participant notice if the email of the participant was provided. Please note you can edit the participant and add an email address. This will then provide the option to resend the participant notice email. Clicking on the participant ID will bring you to the section of the report for that specific participant. The Audit Report tab includes information that the audit report will provide on documents, participants, tasks, and more. Clicking on the document ID, a task ID, or a participant ID will bring you to the section of the report for that specific item. You will also see an option to download the audit report. The Event History tab will show the entire history of the transaction in the system. This includes any actions taken in the system by users such as downloads or any changes in the status of the transaction. You will also have the ability to filter the events by participant ID, document ID, or task ID by clicking on the ID number. You can also sort by event date and time. That's our review of what is included in the transaction details. Thank you for watching.